Hello, this is Evan Coulson, and I'm the creator of the Halo 5 Big Team Battle Map, Scavenger. I wanted to go ahead and make this video to go ahead and talk about some of the development process that I went through in creating the map, both artistically and from a gameplay perspective. Originally designed in Halo 2 Anniversary's Forge mode, I knew going into the project that I wanted to make a map that focused heavily on vehicular combat and how it would tie into infantry combat. I wanted to create a map and design that would make the infantry and vehicular battles kind of interweave in along with each other. This certainly isn't a new concept, but I feel like it's actually not as done as often as I'd like to see it. I feel like in most video games, the infantry and vehicle gameplay is largely separated. You'll have vehicles fighting vehicles and infantry fighting infantry, but not always together. So the idea of having those interactions kind of interlock between infantry and vehicles, I found really fascinating, and I wanted to try and create pathways that would lead to that. When you break Scavenger down, it really is just a bunch of circles laying on top of each other, which is a technique I wanted to use as the foundation for the map in order to give vehicle drivers an easier pathway to follow and make turns on when they were driving at top speeds. By utilizing this technique and primarily focusing on the vehicle routes opposed to the infantry routes, it ensured that Scavenger would have a really neat circular flow in which all the different spaces and engagements would flow together in this circular motion, making it feel very smooth and very fun to play. Having grown up playing Tony Hawk games, I wanted to implement a similar fashion of gameplay into the vehicular design of Scavenger, in which you, instead of being on a skateboard, you were in a car, but you were racing along at top speed, doing these big jumps and connecting and interlocking between the different pathways, with infantry players shooting and flying, jumping all around you. Now, one of the biggest aspects of Scavenger is its theme. Once I brought the masks out over from H2A into Halo 5, I knew that I would have to start thinking of an artistic theme, which was really exciting because I personally love being a level artist. But finding an artistic theme to fit Scavenger's geometry was admittedly difficult, and I went through several iterations before settling on the sci-fi junkyard theme. After many sleepless nights and excruciating testing with other community members, 343 finally introduced Scavenger into the Halo 5 Big Team Battle playlist to be played by millions of Halo fans across the world every single day, which was a huge achievement for me. I was so humbled by this and so excited. I even managed to fit a small Easter egg onto the map by finding 3 explosive coils and going boom, boom, boom. You were able to go ahead and release a small little captive piggy on the map, which was unique. I thought no one had ever done a Easter egg like that before in Halo 5's matchmaking. So finally, Scavenger had been completed, my project had been realized, but I wasn't done with it yet. Being the perfectionist that I am, I knew that I could strive to make the art look better. The more that I learned about Halo 5's Forge, the more that I learned about how it worked and how to improve things over the course of the 2 years that I worked with it, I wanted to make Scavenger the best it could be, and I pushed it to the limitations that I could in Halo 5's Forge. At some times, even going as far as to completely rebuild the entire map from scratch just to get it just right. And I've never been more proud. Pushing Scavenger to its artistic and gameplay limits using Halo 5's Forge wasn't the easiest, but I learned a lot, and a lot of that knowledge I've now translated onto other future projects. So, this has been a history of Scavenger, a Halo 5 Big Team Battle multiplayer map. I hope I was able to shed some light onto the developmental process that went on behind the scenes. If you would like to play Scavenger, just go ahead and grab a copy of Halo 5 and load up the Big Team Battle matchmaking playlist. I'll see you there on the virtual battlefield, and until then, please subscribe, like, and share this around. This has been Evan Coulson. My gamer tag is Commander Coulson, and I hope that you have a great day.